Learning target. I can solve 3-digit subtraction problems with regrouping by using flat, sticks, and dots. And that's called what form? Model form. Today I want to practice the skill of labeling. Everyone say label. Label. Because we have to label the parts and the whole in our number sentence. Now have a volunteer read what is one way that we're going to label today. What's one way we're going to label? Go for it, Kevin. What do you say? Whole minus part equals part. Hello, Mr. B. Okay, got it. Thank you. And Ruby, you're going home? Go ahead and pack up. So go ahead and pack up and then grab your things. What's the other way we can label our equations today? Go for it, Matthew. Ooh, what did he say? Part plus part equals whole. So today you need to first label your equations before you start solving. And your eyes have to look at the sign. The what? Sign. Uh-oh, the what? Sign. If your equation has a subtraction sign, you need to label it whole minus part equals part. If your equation has a plus sign, you need to label it part plus part equals whole. Let's practice that skill of labeling our equations. We're going to do a labeling warm-up. So take out your markers and your whiteboards. Nope, just your whiteboard and your marker. Leave your paper underneath you or to the side. We'll need that later in the lesson. So on your whiteboard, you're only going to label. Don't solve it. This is a warm-up for just labeling. You're going to get an equation and you're going to write it. After you write the equation, you're going to label it either whole minus part equals part, or label it part plus part equals whole. That's it. Don't solve. Let's just practice labeling. You need your whiteboard and your marker. We're going to do 4 quick equations. Yes, Ian. Is it at your desk? Okay, go grab it. Everyone say bye, Anna Ruby. Bye, Anna Ruby. Sure. All right, here we go. First equation. Write it on your board. 14 minus 6 equals Quickly, write it on your board and then label. Are you labeling it whole minus part equals part? Or are you labeling it part plus part equals whole? That's all. Don't solve. It's a quick activity. Label it quickly. Give me a thumbs up when you're done labeling it. All right, show me your boards in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me. You wrote the equation and then you label it. What did you guys label it? Whole minus part equals part. Because you see a what? Minus. Minus, good. We are not solving, we are only labeling. Go ahead and erase. Next equation. Write it down first and then label. 57 plus equals 94. Good, I see Anayeli writing the equation first, and then she's going to go back and label it. Either whole minus part equals part, or she's going to label it part plus part equals whole. Joseph, you're writing the equation down? When you're done labeling, give me a thumbs up. Rylan, you need to write the equation. Rylan, this equation. You don't need your paper right now. Show me your boards in 3, 2, 1. Show me. Ooh, we're warming up. What did you guys label it? Part plus part equals whole. Ooh, so what's missing? One of your parts. How do you know part plus part equals whole? You see a plus sign. Excellent. Next one, erase. Go ahead and write this equation. 438 minus equals 147. This is your second reminder. The next time excuse me, you're going to go around across the wrong. This is not what we're using this for. I did not give you that tool to mark the whiteboard like that. Write down what everyone else is writing down. Look at the board. We're not doing that. Look at the board. All right, show me your whiteboards in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me. Whiteboard's in the air. Would you guys label it?
Whole minus part equals part.
So what's missing? One of your? Part. Good. Last one. Erase, erase, erase. Here's your last equation to write and label. Minus 328 equals 239. Minus 328 equals 239. Either write the equation, Anderson. So before you label anything, write the equation so you know what the numbers are. Is that a whole or is that a part? Thanks, Julie, for the silent thumbs up. Matthew, I appreciate both of you for giving me a silent thumbs up when you're done. All right, 5 more seconds. Show me your whiteboards in 3, 2, 1. Show me. Ooh, what did you label it?
Whole minus part equals part.
So what's missing? Your whole. The whole is missing. When we subtract, the first number is the largest, and that's the whole. All right, awesome. Go ahead and erase, erase, erase. Go ahead and take out your turtles from your pockets. I want you to whisper. I want you to whisper what needs to be in the blanks. If you are missing one of your then you need to But what belongs here? What belongs here? They're two different words. Take out your turtles. I see Anayeli has it, Matthew has it. Take those turtle shells out and whisper to yourself what you need to complete. If you are missing one of your then you need. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks, Melanie. Thanks, Delaney. Who wants to share what they whispered? Jacob.
Jacob.
Anyone agree with what he said?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's reread what Jacob just said. As a team, ready? Namer, get ready. Ready, go.
If you are missing one of your
Parts, then
you need to subtract.
if you are missing one of your parts, you need to subtract. That's something that we're going to see today with our problems. Go ahead and put your markers capped. Make your whiteboard disappear. I want to show you something that you might need to do today. So go ahead and make sure that nothing is on top. No paper, no whiteboard. And that you look and sound like Casey. You look and sound like Jacob. You look and sound like Delaney. Pretty much everyone in the green row actually looks great, sounds great. 5. Waiting on a couple more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Waiting on 1 in the blue row. And 0. So there are some times where you're going to need to write a new helper equation. A new helper equation means you need to write a new equation that helps you solve your answer. So for example, if I'm given this equation, let's read our equation together. Ready, ready, go. 500. Let's try it again. I want to pause, Neymar, please. Because I stopped this because I want to hear more voices. And make sure you're using your regular speaking voice to read. Everyone ready? Matthew, over here, please. Thanks, Elsie. Joseph Sahun, over here. I'll take those. You don't need those in your hands. It's super important that you are reading your equations before you start solving them. It gets your brain ready for what you're about to do to solve. Everyone read. Ready, ready, go. 539 minus
equals 274.
Awesome. So you read it first, and then now I'm going to label it. I noticed that I see a minus sign here, so that must mean I need the whole minus part equals part. So I'm going to label this W for my whole minus part equals part. Agree or disagree? Okay. Thanks for the agreement. I noticed that I'm missing one of my parts. So I need to write a new helper equation to help me solve before I start solving it. So I know that I need to subtract if I'm missing one of my parts. So what if I take my whole 539 and I take away the part that I know. I know this part, Santiago. This part is 274. I'm going to take that part away, and then I'm going to get my other part. I'm going to get this part. So this is a new equation that's going to help me solve for what's missing. Got it? So there are times today where you're going to need to rewrite your equation in a different way to help you solve. This is one example. When I do this, I will solve for my missing part. Another problem might look like this. Let's read our new equation on the bottom. Ready? Eyes over here. Leah, get ready. Ready, go.
183 plus equals 628.
Good. I noticed that when you were reading it, you said plus. That tells me, and I see a plus sign, so I need the labeling that has plus. That's part plus part equals whole. Part plus part equals whole. What is missing in this equation?
Part.
What is missing? Anayeli, make sure you're on your bottom and your eyes are on the whiteboard. What is missing in this equation?
Part.
One of my parts. So remember, if you are missing a part, then you need to
Subtract.
Jacob said it. He said it. If you are missing a part, then you need to
Subtract.
So, thumbs up or show me your thinking. Is it equation 1 or equation 2 is correct? Because I need to subtract, right? So, show me your thinking. Which one should I write as my new helper equation? Is it equation 1, 183 minus 628? Or is it equation 2, 628 minus 183? You're going to hold up number 1 if I should write that to solve, or number 2 if I should write that to solve. Show me your thinking. Hold up 1 or 2. Ready, ready, go.
Show me.
Ooh, I see a lot of number 2. Who can explain why should we use number 2 and not number 1? Because you are right, not number 1. Why should we use number 2? Delaney.
Daddy. You should not use number 1 because if you try to take away a 6, you can't because 1 is lower than 6.
Yeah, if I'm taking away 600s from 183, I can't do that. So that must mean when I subtract, I always start with the whole or the bigger number. Scholars, you have to make sure you start with the bigger number when you are subtracting. So I, Rylan, am now going to write a new equation to help me solve. So I'm going to take my whole, which is 628. And I'm gonna minus the part that I know. I know this part. It's 183, Jonathan. When I take my whole and take away one of the parts that I know, what will I get? My other. If you are missing a part, you need to do what?
Subtract.
Thanks, Kathy. You need to do what?
Subtract.
That's our... No. We don't need that. That's our skill today. Go ahead and take out your pencil and your worksheet and your whiteboard. If you haven't written your name on your paper yet, please do that now while you're waiting for others. Write your name if you are waiting for others to finish. Thanks for the silent thumbs up, Leah. So we're going to do the first one together, and then you'll do the last one mostly by yourself. I want to give you more time to solve because there's a lot of problems to solve on this worksheet. Yes. So I will tell you that in a moment. All right. So we're gonna do more of 3-digit subtraction like we did yesterday, but yesterday we only had to regroup in one place. Maybe it was in the ones place, or maybe we had to regroup a flat to get more sticks. Today you might need to regroup in both places, which means you might need to regroup twice. So if you don't have enough, then you need to regroup. This is a worksheet that's called Solve and Spell. It's called Solve and Spell because after you solve it, you're going to use the letter that's in front, or the punctuation symbol that's in front, to help you solve a mystery code at the end. Turn your papers to the other side, and you'll notice on the bottom, there is a mystery code. There are lots of numbers there. Julie, turn your paper over so you can see it. What belongs on those lines are letters. And you're going to know which letter you need after you solve. It is a code that you're going to solve and then use it to spell out the words. All right, let's do the first one. Go back to the first page. And we're using the strategy of flat sticks and dots again. 823 minus equals 465. So we read our equation. What's next? We should do what, Adis? After we read it, what should we do? Not underline. Make sure you're paying attention. Elsie, label it. How should I label this, Jacob? Agree or disagree? Yeah, when he's talking or when I'm talking, show that agreement. So whole minus part equals part. Make sure the letter is right above, right on top of the number. Did you do that, Julie? Slow down. Delaney, slow down. We're not doing all that yet. So, what's missing? One of my parts. How do I find a part that's missing? Matthew? Subtracting. So I have to write a new, please stop, Santiago, a new helper equation. My new helper equation is going to be a subtraction equation because I need to subtract if I'm missing a part. So should I start with 823 or 465? Raise a hand. Raise a hand and tell me why. Melanie, why? Or which one? Which number should I start with? 823 or 465? Why? Yes. Let's write it underneath. We're going to write our new helper equation. 823 minus, what are we going to minus?
465.
Yeah, Matthew, we're going to minus the part that we know. We know this part. Minus 465. And when we do that, we're going to figure out what that missing part is.
Wait, how are we going to know what letter is it going to be?
Just be patient. So let's start solving. So we're using flat sticks and dots. So the next step is to make your hundreds, tens, and ones chart. How many flats do I need? 8. Show your 8 flats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an 8 in my hundreds place, which tells me I need 8 flats. 8 hundreds. How many sticks?
2.
Yes. Okay, just be patient. Let's get this through. 2 sticks. 1, 2. How many dots? 3. 1, 2, 3. So my equation says 823 minus 465. So am I going to show 465 more, or am I going to take 465 away?
465 away.
I'm going to take it away. So if I'm taking away 465, where should I start? In what place? My ones place. How many ones am I taking away? 5. Can I do that?
No.
What do I need to do? Can I have a volunteer show us how to do that? Go for it, Kevin. As Kevin is showing what that looks like, make sure that you're following along or that your work matches his work. He's going to regroup to show us what it looks like. He's circling his 10 stick. He's moving it next door to his ones place. He's drawing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dots. And then he crosses it out because now it no longer exists. Now can Kevin take away 5? Yes. He started at the island and he took 5 away. He's going to write the number that's left. How many ones are left? 8. Go ahead and do that on your paper if you haven't done it yet. Thanks, Kevin. So how many sticks are left now?
1.
Let's have 1 here. So we took away our 5 ones. Let's take away our 6 tens. Can we do that?
No.
We don't have enough. I have to get more 10s. Where do I go to get more 10s? To my
100.
Can you show us, Isabella, what that looks like to get more 10s when I regroup a flat? She's circling a flat right next to the 10s place. She's drawing an arrow over, and she's going to go ahead and make her 10 sticks. Now she has 11 sticks. She has 10 plus the 1 more. Now she has 11 sticks. Take away 6 of them. How many sticks are left? How many are left?
5.
She has 5 sticks left. Do you guys have 5 sticks left?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Isabella. And what I noticed today on some of your math worksheets is that you guys stop there. For some reason, you're like, okay, I'm done. The answer is 758. What did you forget to do then?
Take out
Matthew, Matthew. The problem's it's not just 65, it's 465. So the next step is to take away your hundreds, take away your flats. How many flats am I taking away? 4. This one's not here already. That one already left. So I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4. How many flats are left? 3. So I have the answer of 358. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If you start with 823 and you take away 358, you get 465. Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. I have my big number, take away one of my small numbers, I get my other small number. So now, here's what's special about today's worksheet. Is this answer is going to help us crack the code. Joseph Sanchez. Mr. B is talking, not you. So, normally there's going to be letters here, but they gave us a punctuation sign. What punctuation sign is this?
Exclamation mark.
An exclamation mark. What's it called?
Exclamation mark.
So, we're going to look. Our answer was what again?
358.
We're going to go to the back page, and we're going to look at the paper on the bottom, and we're going to look for the number 358. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have that tool here. Okay, so the number, everyone should turn their paper over. Those are my directions. On the bottom, those are the possible answers that you're going to get. Do you guys see 358?
Yes.
It's the what? It's the last one. So what should go on that line? That exclamation mark. So whatever the code is, they're saying it with lots of excitement or lots of emotion. So put the exclamation mark on that line. Put an exclamation mark on that line and give me a thumbs up. Vladimir, on the answer we got, that helps us crack the code. So on the number 358.
So it's like Morse code.
It's a similar code.
Excited, happy
Yes.
birthday.
Alright, so we need to solve the other problems to figure out what other letters we need. Alright, go back to the other page, the first page. Okay, and let's see what this next one looks like. But before we do that, can you guys do a quick turn and talk and just make sure that we understand what's super important about today's math worksheet? You're going to answer this question with your turn and talk partner. How will you know how to label your equation? How will you know how to label your equation? So how will you know to label it whole minus part equals part, or part plus part equals whole? Knee to knee. Try it again. I have my part, you have your part. Knee to knee. Turn and talk. Rylan, join this group. How will you know how to label your equations? Three, two, one. Try it again. 3, 2, 1. Can someone explain how do they know how to label your equations today? Santiago. How will you know to use that and not whole minus part equals part? How will you know which one to use? So you're looking at the sign, right? If you see a plus sign, go sit at your desk. If you see a plus sign, then what labeling should you use? Part plus part
equals whole.
If you see a minus sign, what labeling should you use?
Whole minus part equals part.
Might you need to write a new helper equation?
Yes.
If you are writing a new helper equation, today you're going to notice that you're missing one of your parts. If you're missing one of your parts, then you need to
Subtract.
Subtract. Okay, I want to make sure you're all on the same page. I only hear a few voices. I want to make sure all of you are understanding that. If you're missing a part, you need to subtract. And your new helper equation is going to be a subtraction sentence. All right, looking at the next problem. This one you're going to do by yourself, but let's set it up. Let's look. What letter do we see in the beginning? H. So whatever answer we get, we're going to look for it at the end and put letter H there.